Hi, this is a message for someone who has been looking for a sign, and this message is from Source. The time you have been waiting for, in order for you to do the things that you know you came here to do, has come. But in order for you to be able to embody and be that version that your soul deeply desires you to be, the one that's freer, more flowy, more joy, more peace, requires you to tap into something within yourself that you have been denying about yourself and your mission. I know it's hard to look. I know that there's a lot of chaos around you that is a great distraction away from you having to actually look at that part of yourself. But if you truly want to land on a deep foundation in the year 2025, doing what your soul calls you to do, I need you to look deep inside the cracks that you have hidden all of your life and potentially multiple lifetimes. I understand why they were hidden. I understand at the time that it made sense to do so. But it's been so long now that you're afraid to even touch it. It's like it's hot, even just thinking about it. But that crack or that hotness is your treasure. It's not necessarily the treasure to what it is that's supposed to encompass your soul calling or what you came here to do with me in your corner. It is the web of lies, the web of deceit, the web of distraction, self-sabotage that you have used over many, 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 many years in order to hide it. And every time it has gotten close to the surface in other lifetimes, you have found another way, an excuse, manifested something so that you didn't have to look there. The time has come where you can no longer hide that part of yourself. I am asking for you to come forward and be the person that I created you to be. That is your talent, your gift. You see the world different than everyone. You are a visionary. You are my visionary. I envision the world that your heart and soul desires for you. It will come to pass, but it requires you to dig into that deep stuff you don't want to look at. Stop looking at the outside world as for a reason or an excuse why you can't look at that. Because the more you focus on the outside world, you'll just manifest more things so that you don't have to look at the crack. And the crack is there. And it doesn't have to be hard. You can choose for it to be easy, and I can show you what it is. And then you need to own it. You can't hide in the shadows anymore. That time is over. Yes, it is going to feel very rickety for a time, a little, he's showing me like a boat rocking, a little off balance. But that off balance is where things come into vision, where you start to be able to move in a different way in your life, where the flow that you desire exists, where the happiness is, where the peace is. You're not going to find it in the place that you have found yourself in however many years you've lived in this life, but any other life. You need to look at that. There is a fire that burns deep inside of you, but you cannot ignite that fire until you take the mask off, the deception, the self-denial that you have been perpetrating on yourself so that you don't have to see it. I want to give you what you desire and more than you can ever imagine. But I can't do it if you're not willing to look at that crack. For decades, millennia, I have played with you. I have given you time, more time and more time and more time and more time. And every time you ask, Source, I just need more time, I gave it to you, hoping that you would get to a point someday and say, okay, I'm ready. I don't want to say I'm tired of waiting, but I will say that the time is up. There is no more time to give. The more time I give you, it's the more rope I give you. And then you just take off in the direction that actually doesn't serve you. You get stuck, you get frustrated, angry at yourself, and wanting to blame the world for something that is actually inside of you. So now I'm telling you, time's up. It's time for you to see that part of yourself, to remember what's underneath it, so you can see the true, beautiful gifts that I gave you that you aren't using due to potential prosecution in other lifetimes. But you can clear that now. The time to hold that is gone. As you are remembering that you create your reality, so the idea of persecution is just something in your mind that you can clear so it doesn't exist anymore. And then you create a reality where you can do the things I gave you as gifts and do them freely without fear of that. But it requires you to, one, change that, but also look at the crack, the thing in the shadow you don't want to see. It needs to be let out. And it may want to roar onto the scene, and that in itself may feel scary because you have left it in the shadows for so long that it may feel overwhelming in the idea of letting it out of the closet, as you would like to say. But it's only that way because you have kept it silent, still, stuck in the shadows for so long. And yes, it has a lot of things to say. It has a lot of things that it wants you to do too that will bring you beautiful bounty. But you can no longer hide it. The world needs it. The world needs you. The world needs the gift that I gave you so that you can bring that bounty to the world, not just to yourself, in your own unique way. You may feel like you are a fish out of water or a black sheep your whole life, but know that I created you that way because you're not here to fit in, to belong. You belong with me. You belong with Source, your creator, as partners, running through the universe, playing together. Everyone else can move aside or join you. That is their choice, and their perception of you is all about them, nothing about you. You need to open your heart and allow me to guide you once you have looked at the crack, and I can help you look at the crack. But you first have to say, I'm ready. I'm ready to see the things I can't see, the things that are keeping me on this spinning merry-go-round where I can't get off, or I feel like I get off and I get back on because something is saying it's not safe. It is safe. You must believe in yourself. You must believe in me. And when you do that, everything starts to come together. It's like going from a hurricane of waves and wind to peaceful water, where you just float above some gentle waves and the world responds to you. This is what I mean by you creating your reality. You create the waves, however big or small they are. I want you to be able to adventure through the world that I've given you, that we've created together. So that time has come for this to happen. What is your choice? You can choose in this moment to choose whether or not you're ready to really see what that crack is. And know that it may not just be one thing, but you first have to see that first crack because that is what's been hiding all the answers that you seek. Because in order for you to see it, you'd have to face some truth about yourself that you don't want to see. And it doesn't have to be bad, it's just scary and the idea of what it is. So I ask you in this moment, what is your choice? Do you choose to finally allow me to show you what's really in your way? Or are you going to choose to continue to spin and hope that something will change so that you don't have to? I would love to give you more time. But I know that in the end, by giving you more time, I am just perpetuating the issue that's existed for many years. And I want to see the beautiful flower that you really are instead of what you are today. Because while today's version is beautiful, it is just a small version of who you really are. And I'm ready to see it in its full glory in a way that everyone else sees it. It's time. Thank you for watching this. If you got anything from that and you think that this message was for you, please drop a comment below. I'd love to hear what you got out of that. And thank you for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.